Hey, beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to the channel, Gemini. Thank you for joining me here. Gemini energy. I hope you guys are doing amazing. So with this lunar planetary stuff, people are going through a lot of different things, emotions, tiredness. Emotions are all over the place. Let's see, Gemini. I love you. These are powerful words. Listen with your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear it with a loving heart. You could be re-evaluating your desires. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we believe, when we dream, everything is possible. Turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. A tender touch can mean so much. Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. You can do anything you choose. Part of a fortune, an increase. So, water element, your intellect may be confused, but your emotions will never lie to you. It is better to be looked over than to be overlooked. This is honor and strength, proud and strong. You could be dealing with a Leo. So it's like, let's see what's going on here with the soul. All things must come from the soul, from its roots, from where it is planted. What does your gut say? The moon asks. This card is always about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. The moon is receptive. It governs intuition and self-protection. Its placements by sign is that in this house indicate those areas to which we are the most emotional or sensitive. Like attracts like. So if you want love, you've got to give more love. It says you're listening, but are you really hearing? Listen with your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. So somebody is saying I love you, but do they mean it? Do you really feel it? And if you're lacking love, are you giving love? Because like attracts like. So if you're wanting more love, you have to give more love. Because it's looking like you're longing for that, Gemini. It's looking like you're longing for love. And it's about listening to your gut. Obstacles. It says honor your loved one and you will notice your relationship become stronger. Cherish your relationship. Think of that special moment that brought you so much joy with your partner. You might take time out to explore the deep emotions you're experiencing. It's like avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. Something is an illusion. And it's like you're listening, but are you really listening? You're listening, but are you hearing what is behind that? You could be experiencing a lot of deep emotions. Let's go to the tarot. What are these emotions that someone acting cold? Is someone mistaking a relationship? Someone thinking that a relationship is a true soul connection when it may be an illusion? Is someone sneaking away here? Like you got emotions here, Gemini, and it's about honor. Honor. Somebody angry and defensive? Are they trying to like avoid their emotions? Hang on. Is someone argumentative, defensive? Are they only offering you very little? They may say, I honor you, I respect you, but what's the Seven of Swords all about? And what about, why are they so defensive? Why did they get so angry? Or is it that you're angry? Listen to your gut, because something could be an illusion. Is it codependency? I don't know. There's a betrayal here. Did someone make the mistake of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection? Trust? That's what it's looking like. Something is an illusion. Because a true soul connection, they will honor. They will honor their commitments. They will. Is this a fantasy? Is this an illusion? It's like someone's been juggling with something they thought was like a fantasy. Someone has been cheating, thinking that, oh, I've met my spiritual partner, but it's an illusion. Something is a fantasy. It could have been a sexual fantasy. Well, there comes the realization. They may have met a third party who they thought was like a soul connection, but it's an illusion. Final decision. Could be dealing with a Leo. But somebody made a rash decision made a decision based upon like impulsive decision, thinking like, oh my God, this is a fantasy of mine. This is a true soul connection, but it's not. It's an illusion. It's falling for the trap, mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. It is a fantasy. It is an illusion. It's like the illusion of a somebody's gotten themselves into a fantasy. Fell for a trap. That's that thing. Sometimes those soul connections that we meet along our path can feel like, oh my God, this is a true soul connection. Well, it is, but not all of them are good for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's intense. These soul contracts are intense, but they're unhealthy. It's a fantasy. It's not a real connection like this. This is a true kindred relationship. This is a soul contract. That's a hard lesson. That will lead to pain. Secrets, you know what I mean? The moon it's void. I love you. Those are powerful words. And then turn around and give to two. Okay. Yeah, someone is not too careful with their words. They're good at saying I love you. They're good at saying I love you. But something is an illusion. Gemini, you may have mistaken a true soul connection for a fantasy, or this person may have mistaken a true soul connection, a spiritual connection with a karmic contract. This is a soul contract. The feelings are very intense, but they differ. Like a true soul connection, they will honor and cherish you. They will spend time with you. They will back up what they say when they say I love you. They'll back it up with words and actions. It's like you will feel comfortable with this person, safe with this person. You shouldn't have to be stressed out or worried. Something is a trap. It's like someone mistaking a soul contract, an unhealthy one, for true love. It's like, I want to believe it to be so because it feels so intense. I want to believe that it's a soul connection because the feelings are so intense. But in fact, I mean, these are lessons. Soul contracts, not every kindred spirit that we meet and that we feel that bond with is healthy for us. We have a lot of soul contracts in our lifetime. A lot of soul contracts, even from past lifetimes, that we run into in this lifetime. It's like for a purpose. And usually they are to learn a lesson. I'm pretty sure I saw the Hierophant, yeah. That's a lesson that our souls need to learn. So it's like, avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection, and that's what this person did, or you yourself have. And it's easy to do because we meet people, we feel a sense of familiarity, we feel a sense of connectedness. Like, I know this person, our eyes lock and we know by that touch that I feel so connected to this person. Yeah, because we've experienced them before in another lifetime. That person seems familiar, but I mean, you think about, we have many, many soul connections in a lifetime. And from prior lifetimes, well, we seem to meet up with these characters again in another life. Yes, it seems familiar. Yes, it seems surreal, like we connected a certain way. We just connected, like, but some of these kindred spirits are lessons, karmic lessons that our soul needs to learn. Somebody fell for an illusion. Somebody fell for a trap. It's a fantasy. It could be a sexual fantasy. It could be a fantasy that we want to believe, this is my soul partner. I have to be patient because this is my twin flame or my kindred spirit. A kindred spirit of a good sense will honor, cherish, and respect you. They will not cheat on you, hide things from you, lie to you. It's like dragging the truth out of them. They will be open with you. They will be honest with you. They will not hide things from you. Somebody is mistaking a fantasy, and it could be that the illusion of being in a soulmate situation when it is a karmic lesson. And we hear those words, I love you, and you think it's a soul connection because they tell us what they want us to hear. This person's gaslighting. It's a karmic lesson. True, it's a soul contract to learn a lesson. You know what I mean? But some lessons have already been learned. Some lessons we learned in the last lifetime with the same damn person that we should not be repeating in this lifetime. But because we sense their soul, our soul knows our soul, we think it's a soulmate, kindred relationship. But it's a contract, a soul contract. It's a big difference. Like, we have many soul mates in our lifetime and from prior lives. And we may meet someone that we like, they're so familiar. This is nostalgia. I know this person from somewhere. I know that we're soulmates in a past life. I know we were connected. Yeah, you may have well been. But it could be a lesson that you're repeating from someone from a past life. A true soul connection will not cheat on you. A true soul connection, I'm telling you, is going to honor, cherish, and respect the connection. A true kindred spirit. They will back up when they say I love you. They will back it up with words and actions, and they will show you that you can trust them. This person's a sneaky link, and it's an illusion. And that's what I don't like about all these words of like soulmates and twin flames, and because it's a pipe dream for a lot of them. They're lessons from a past lifetime that we keep frickin' repeating, and it's a waste of time and energy. We've already learnt those lessons. We've already learnt those lessons. And we meet up with the same damn people in this lifetime and going, oh, it was such a strong connection. I felt that pull. Yes. But someone is believing this is my twin flame when they are a karmic lesson. A repeating one at that. From some prior lifetime. Yeah, I know that person, but they were a dickhead in a past life, and now they're a dickhead in this life. Masculine or feminine? It's like, no wonder I know this person from a past life. Hell, in last lifetime, this mother effer could have killed you. Yeah, they're going to seem familiar. Because your soul relates to their soul. But the truth is, they might have murdered your ass in a past life. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we have a thing built in us called intuition. Somebody is listening. But are they really listening to what the universe is trying to tell this person? Spirit's trying to tell somebody here, trust your gut. If your hackles are already up about someone or something, there's a reason why. If you're already doubting, if you're suspecting, trust your gut instinct, because you do not want to keep repeating a damn lesson. But I feel like, I feel love toward this person. You could have loved them in a last lifetime and they killed your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you loved them then too. These mother effers have a way of coming back around lifetime after lifetime to see if you have learnt your lesson. Someone is getting put to the test. Don't confuse. When someone says, I love you, jump to the conclusion that this is a soul connection because they love you. That damn son of a bitch in the last time could have murdered you. Yeah, you loved them that lifetime too. Or they did you dirty in the last lifetime. And they're coming around in this lifetime to see if you learnt your lesson yet. Your instincts are a better gauge. They are better than any human lie detector ever written out there, Gemini. Your gut instincts knows. Not believing in a fantasy, but believing in a reality. Do they back up what they say? Do their words and actions back up what they're telling you? Do they only come around when they're feeling lonely, bored? Do they avoid you the rest of the time, like talk on the phone to you but not come around? Where's the human touch here? Do they only come around when they want to have sex with you? Do they stay around? Or do they find excuses to bugger off after they have gotten what they want from you? They're my twin flame. This twin flame frickin' shit is dangerous, in my opinion. Dangerous. Because we have twin flames and we have karmic twin flames. Which one is it? False twins. Pretend twins. Fantasy twin flame unions. People say, I gotta stay with this person because they say they love me and they're my twin. They're my twin flame. I don't care if they're a twin flame. I don't care if they're a soulmate, a kindred spirit, or what the hell they put labels on things. If we just took those words completely out of our vocabulary and judged a person by their words and actions, we would know the truth. So some people believe in a fantasy, they're my twin flame. They're my soulmate, so I have to put up with them cheating, and I have to put up with them even though I don't trust them. They're still my twin, so I'm going to stay with them. A lot of people aren't going to like me for saying that, Gemini, but it's a pipe dream. I would rather, so if you took the word kindred spirit out of it, soulmate out of it, twin flame out of it. Who is this person as a person? Do they back up their words with actions? Do they come through for you? Are they there for you when you need them to be there? Can you count on them? Can you rely on them? Are they dependable? Are they reliable? Are they there for you when you're lonely, when you're sad, when you're sick, when you need help? Judge that in a person. Because someone is believing a fallacy. Someone is believing an illusion. And it's clearly, Spirit is saying, an illusion. Look deeply within to discover your soul purpose in your relationships. Is this a soulmate? Is this a kindred spirit? Or is this a damn lesson from the past that I got to relearn? Like I said, it's a trap. It's a fucking illusion. It's a magician's act. Look. It's a fucking fantasy. Or an illusion. Got to seek the truth. We're all born with these gifts of trusting our gut. And if it walks like a snake and it talks like a snake and it acts like a snake, be rest assured it's a snake. Someone is a charmer. Someone is very chivalrous. Someone is a gaslighter. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. You want to hear I love you? They're going to say, I love you. You might be taking a time out to explore the deep emotions. Like you could be feeling in your feels, feeling a lot of different emotions, Gemini. It's air. You're in your emotions. You're in your feels. You're like, I want more love. And it's like, why does this person always keep avoiding me or not? I feel like I'm alone in this relationship. Well, if you feel alone in the relationship, then maybe you need to spend some time to be alone to figure it out. Be careful, because usually when you give someone some time off and some time out to figure things out, they do. You're being tested. Love are powerful words. When someone says, I love you, the enemy says, I love you too. Oh, they love you all right. Because they know that you desire love. That's why they say it. They know you desire it. But they said that they loved me. So if they love you, they're going to back that up and they're not going to cheat on you. They're not going to sneak away and escape. They're going to stand side by side with you and they're going to help you fight through life. They'll face challenges with you. They'll face obstacles with you. There's mistrust here. I'm sorry. Their words might be empty. They're seeming aloof and detached. This could be a manipulator. This could be a karmic masculine. Some believe in a fantasy. It's an illusion. Seems like this person had an empress, but they chose an illusion. Feeling like, oh, you know, someone said they loved me, someone's paying me attention, somebody is like being chivalrous here, you know what I mean? But it would seem as if somebody's instincts are telling them different. Something we don't want to believe, something we don't want to hear, something we don't want to know. But it never goes away. That nagging sensation, you know, it never goes away. It's there for a reason. It's your intuition kicking in. It's your instincts. There's something not right here. Something isn't fitting. Something doesn't make sense. And if something don't make sense, it's because it's generally not the truth. But I love you. See how powerful those words are? Somebody could be using those words to manipulate. Something is based on desire. Something is based upon fantasy. You could be trying to evaluate here, Gemini, whether something is genuinely real or if it is just a fantasy. And if you take time out from someone to soul search, to evaluate that, your love will endure. They will understand. They would want you to be sure. They would want you to feel comfortable. They would want you to feel like you can trust them. And if the trust is not there, you have nothing to work on. It is likely a lesson that you've had to learn from and move on from. It's the same feeling you get like when you meet like an enemy from a past life and they come upon you in this life, your paths often seem to cross. Same with lovers from a past life. You will cross paths with those people again to see if you have learnt your lesson. It's the same thing when you meet an enemy from a past life. You get the heebie-jeebies from them. You're like, I don't know what it is about that person, but I don't like that person. They done nothing to me, but I just don't like that person. Same with old lovers. Old failed relationships, old marriages even from past lives. You meet them and you feel that bond and you feel that attraction. But something keeps telling you, nagging at you, something ain't right. Something is not adding up here. That very much is a lesson. Take care.